Well, hello folks, we're back here at the Custard Academy and Curtis is back in another final. This time he's in a Junior 200 event, which if he wins will be the biggest ever tournament that he has managed to win. Not all fun and games for our other player, Sophia. Unfortunately, she has only won one game this entire season. It's going pretty terribly for her. Let's go and have a look. So as you can see, Curtis continues to be in fabulous form. Pretty much +2 for every attribute that he has, including his doubles attributes. I think the most significant improvement to his attributes in recent times was an uptick in speed, which we've now got to 9. So almost got that into double figures, but nothing else has significantly changed. Mainly because he has been playing lots of tournaments and not really been training too much. In terms of his rankings, you can see he sits at 58th in the world in terms of his junior boys ranking. But that victory or that win that he had in the previous tournament that you saw on the ATP Tour, that's increased his ranking now to 1,731st. It was slightly better than that a couple of weeks ago. So he's slowly making his way in the ATP Tour and definitely making his way in the Junior Tour. Sophia continues to struggle. I don't think her attributes look terrible. What I'm trying to do is work a little bit on her serve. I feel that's not really been worked on nearly enough, and I think we do need that serve to be better. She's got this good forehand, which we're not really being able to make the most of at the minute, and we really need to do better. Currently a win ratio of 9.1%, which is pretty awful. She needs to be much better. I don't know whether it's worth keeping her on for another season or just dumping her at the end of this season if we don't see any improvement. Looking at her characteristics, she's hot-headed, so events of a match will affect her more than the average player. I wonder whether this is an issue because she's just continually losing matches. That is playing on her mind, but we're not seeing it, bizarrely, in her morale. She's happy with the situation, but sitting in 488th. Now, before we get into our match, I want to show you briefly what's going on in the academy. We have got all the upgrades that we have put in recently, but one of the things that I do want to do, and we're not going to do it right now, but I just want to show you what we're working towards. We're going to wait for our next influx of money, and then we are going to pick up, I think, we're going to pick up either the conference room, the hotel, or the store. I think those are the three because we want to get the next level, which is going to give us an increased percentage. And I think we probably will go for the top one we can afford, which will probably be this one or this one, and then look to save up for the store as our next one. If we can't manage that before the end of the season, we'll go for the country club. And because we need to get this up to level 2, and we're at 1.5 or 1.49 at the minute. So there's quite a long way to go. So yeah, I'm slightly concerned we're not going to do it in time. So after playing in Bucaramanga in Colombia, so the one you saw in the last one, Curtis had played in Windhoek in Namibia, and you can see here this was a Junior 60 event. Relatively easy victory. Had one little scary match which went to 3 sets, but the rest of it was pretty straightforward, and he got himself into the final and won it against South African Alec van Wyk 6-3, 6-1. So another 60 points of prize money earned there. But we are in a tournament in Russia, Moscow, and you can see how Curtis has got on. This is a Junior 200 event, so the biggest tournament, certainly if he gets a win here, that he's ever won at. But he's playing players who are ranked very similar to him, and he's getting good victories. We see a win here against Gabriel Niedermeyer from Austria, 6-2, 6-3. Follow that up with another win over another Austrian, 6-3, 7-5. Slightly ranked lower than Curtis there. but that took him into the quarterfinals against the Russian home favourite Artem Semenov, who's 85th. Curtis won that 6-3, 6-love, and then has just beaten American 8th seed Oliver Andres Orestinas, who he beat 7-6, 6-3. And in the final, he is going to be playing unseeded Luka Seremilak from Serbia, is that? Who I don't think we know an awful lot about. He's got the Juventus shirt on. But yeah, we don't know an awful lot about him. He's in the Serbian Federation Academy, so that's something. So we're going to be playing that. We'll have a watch of that one, and then we will go on to the next tournament where Curtis will be playing in another ATP tour, and we'll see how far he can go in that. He's got to qualify for it first, and then we're going to try and get some points out of it. Before we go on to the next one, just to show you where the last couple of losses here for Sofia. A loss again in Nice and in Lima. This one was not a bad performance. 3 sets against Emma Stoichanova from Bulgaria, but then that was a 3-set loss. But then against Tanika Miskic, losing in 2 sets, and that player had hardly won a game. So really need to be better, but it's hard to know what to do about it because she's just not picking up anything at all. And it's not through lack of form or anything like that. It's just through lack of ability, it seems. Right, let's go and play a game of tennis. So here we are in the final. We're going to be playing Luka Seremilak. We've played him once before. We've beaten him once before, actually, in Lyon in 2025. So that was 2 years ago. Relatively straightforward win in the semi-final there. I'm not sure if we went on to win that tournament, but you can see in our win percentage looks much better. They reckon it's going to be a balanced match. We should put pressure on him and we should be able to take control of this battle. He's had some good victories up to now. No difference in height, both right-handed, both two-handed backhands. No real difference in anything other than service points won, which it looks like we are a little bit stronger in the serve. But let's go and see what happens. So we wanted to improve his motivation. So we went for you have always had an advantage over him. Keep this trend. And we did manage to get him up from indecisive to concerned, which is much better. But he's also far from relaxed, which is not ideal. Great start from Curtis. 30-40 in the first game. 0-0. A break early doors is always a positive thing if you can get it, and that's nicely done. Oh, and it was so open there, but he didn't quite manage to take the advantage. So back to Juice. Break point number 5 in the first game. But he's hardly got past the first point, which is kind of annoying. But here we go. This is better. Not really gone for it, and as soon as the Serbian goes for it, he gets the break. 1-love, potentially going the other way. 30-40, Serbian with the break opportunity on the serve here. Chance here to, I don't know what he's doing there. Lovely little volley though. Back to Juice. It's the same thing, back to advantage. Oh dear. Second serve. Putting the pressure on with some deep returns. Double-handed backhand's got some power. And that's gone wide. 1-1. Well, Kurt got a chance here to... wow, double fault. It is the first, it's a break. It's 3-1. Well, it's 3-1. And advantage to Curtis. It's just a bitty game of tennis here. No one really wants to take the advantage. Everyone losing points on their own serve. But the one who's slightly better off at the minute is this Serbian guy. He's coming in. Oh, he's gone long. Another chance lost. And you think about the amount of advantages that Curtis has had throughout this match, and you think, well, wow, this is not the best, really. Giving up plenty of chances. Come on. He's been really strong, actually, when he's been down. And there we go, 3-2, got the break back. Straight back, no one doing anything on their serve. 40-50, 15-40 this time. Lovely serve. That's a lovely cross-court backhand, very nice. Go on, trying the wide serve again. Double fault, second double fault to give a game away. Looks like this one is going the way of the Serbian this set. It's 40-15, 5-3. And we had a few games go to serve at the end there. I'm not been overly impressed with what Curtis has had to offer, but likewise he gave away lots and lots of opportunities as well. And you look at that and you think, well, probably not the most impressive performance we'll ever see, but equally you feel there's a lot to learn from that as well. So looking through the stats here, first serve percentage is kind of what we want, but the first serve percentage won is only at 53%. Well, that's amazing. Is actually how poor the second serve percentage is. Only 30% won, 75% for Saramilic. So need to do a little bit more there. We'll put the intensity of the serve up a little bit, and I don't really want to take it up the second serve risk. I'm just a bit concerned about doing that. Let's go a little bit harder on the wide serve and see if that can do something. Well, good start. Curtis has actually won a game on his serve. 1-love, and there's a break opportunity here. Goes for the drop shot, fails, back to deuce. Again, another advantage. Let's see what he can come of this one. Comes to the net. Oh, there he goes. He's got the break. Well, 4-1 in the second set and 15-40. Looks like Curtis might be running away with this one a little bit. The Serbian desperately needs to do something. It was a good return there. Didn't have a lot of time to get that together. So 30-40. Oh, into the net. So many mistakes. 40-love and 5-3. There we go. Well done. So 6-3, 3-6, and we go into set number 3. Let's just have a look at the stats on break points, because yeah, you look at this, 11 saved out of 14, whereas for Curtis just 2 out of 15, 2 out of 5 saved. So yeah, 3 times more break points that he's got, but he's just he's actually won less, which is something, or won the same amount. That's not good enough. Anyway, folks, it was much better there in the second set. Let's carry that on into set number 3, hopefully to get the victory. Well, set number 3, we are 1-1, and Curtis has first opportunity. 15-40. Needs to start winning these break points. That's a lovely little drop volley there, and 30-40 it is. Oh, it's in. Wow, that was risky. Back to deuce. 3-3 now, and it's an advantage for Curtis. Another opportunity. Got to take one of these. Otherwise he will almost certainly be disappointed. He got away with it. 4-3. And he's got a championship point, a match point, until a 15-40 to win a tournament at a level he's never done it before. And he's done it. 3-6, 6-3, 6-3. huge performance. And there he goes. Bit of a dance. He's earned it, but he had to work hard. And let's... yeah, tomorrow is another day. He is pumped. That's going to give us a lot of... Wow. There's a little mistake. I would enjoy interviewing you for some secret thing too. Would you agree to a few questions? Well, with a name like that, how could I not? Oh, it's a Russian. that's why. The win and the title are there, but what a close match. What suspense. Did you have any doubts during this match, or were you confident? Yeah, well, that's probably the one to say. I know Curtis well. He tends to make things difficult, but succeeds in the end. What advice do you give him before the finals? We went over the strategy. That is exactly what we did. Curtis set the pecking order with the academy in the hierarchy of the academy. Yeah, it won't be changing anytime soon. He's clearly a lot better than Sophia. You don't need to recruit a star to win a title. I'm sure you're happy with the recruitment choice. It's hard not to be, but you'd have to be blind not to see Curtis's potential. So that's pretty good. So we're going to see how far we've got on. So we'll go forward a little bit and just see what that's done to our ranking. I think we're going to have a massive uptick in ranking. Well, hold the phone, folks. Sophia has picked up a victory. So yeah, she lost in the very next match, but a win over 502nd ranked Georgia Stosa, 7-5, 3-6, 6-1. Really good to see her getting through that. Yeah, lost in the next round, but it's progress, folks. It's progress. Right, we have some qualifying tennis to play in Heraklion in Greece. We're going to be playing the third seed Fan Ming Meng. Let's see how we go on. So it should be an easy match. Let's focus on his backhand, and we'll see how we get on. I will see you on the other side. Okay, perhaps a little tighter than we wanted, 6-4, 7-6, but it is another victory on the ATP Tour, which is great. Few aces there, good first serve percentage, but most importantly, getting really good high percentage of first and second serve points won. So doing really well on our serve. As you can see, only had to save one break point, which shows you kind of where we were. Problem is, he had a lot of break points and saved most of them, so we need to be ruthless, and we're not doing that in a minute. Okay, for qualification to the main tournament, we've got to play Manuel Mazza, who is Italian. Let's see if we've got a chance against him. It's a balanced match, but the bookmakers decide that Curtis is the outsider. Not sure what to make of this. So he's a crafty shot maker, which is going to be interesting. It's natural fitness and anticipation. So we've got to kind of battle against him, which should be good. Look at our win percentage looking much better than his. We're on a fabulous winning streak. That's the kind of cool thing here. But let's see what we can do here. Can we take our form, our confidence, and apply it to this qualifier? Well, the answer is yes. Did really well. Won 6-3, 6-3. Yeah, pretty comfortable throughout the match. You look at the total amount of winners we were getting there. Just really good, and kind of matched him in terms of unforced errors. But look at 20 backhand winners. So I guess he was focusing on our backhand, but we were not relenting there. And again, hardly anything given up on our serve. And did pretty well on his, by the looks of things. This is much better. Only 29% of breakpoints saved for him. That is forcing the issue for you. Right, let's have a look at the main draw. Right, we are going to be playing Alexander Aubrier, who is a French lad. Potentially could play the second seed, which isn't great. He's just outside the top 1,000. We're obviously quite a way outside of that, but a win here would be amazing if we can make it. So I reckon it's a balanced match, but we're probably outsider. High return intensity, make his opponent run. I'm never quite sure what to put on for that. Let me know in the comments what you think the appropriate strategy is to get your players to run. Right, let's see how we get on here. This is going to be even harder. Well, an outstanding first round match there. 6-3, 7-5 victory. And we've got some points there. It was tough the second set. Had to really work for it. Lost, got broken early with 2 or 3 down early on, but managed to get back. But really, really good numbers here. Very, very good winner, number of winners, those sort of things. And managed to again match him reasonably well with the unforced errors, which is all good, but getting more winners. So that's kind of how we did it. Right, see who we have in round 2. We're probably playing the second seed. It's going to be tough there. Yeah, second seed Faris Zakaria of who's that? Egypt, is it? I can't really see the flag. Yeah, so can't really say much about him at the minute, but we haven't played him before. High return intensity, try and make him run. I think we'll carry on doing the same sort of thing. Very good at top spin, which isn't great when we're playing on clay, because that's kind of what you want, isn't it? Right, let's see how we do. Well, it was just a little bit too much for us, losing 6-3, 6-2, and you can see a very, very different performance there. Didn't really get the first serve working particularly well, and that didn't help us. And struggled to get the winners, struggled to avoid the unforced errors, and we were worse there. So, yeah, not great. We didn't have any break points on his serve either, and he managed to get 9 of them on ours. So, all in all, not ideal, but it's another set of points here. So that has to be a good thing. Let's see what that's done to our ranking. Remember, we're trying to get in that top 1,500. Oh, so close. So you can see there, well, Sophia, she actually dropped, I don't know how she managed to drop some points, but she should have picked up points there. Curtis there, 1,574th. Pretty good. Let's just have a quick look at where he sits. 34th now, on the junior tour. So really, really positive stuff. We've got the French Open coming up in the not too distant future. I think we'll probably come back for that one. But if you did enjoy this episode, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.